Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey Johnson, and welcome to Relationship Management. Today's topic is going to be about you've given me no other choice. My saying this is, it has been weighing on my spirit for the longest that the vibes you've been giving me had let me know that you don't serve my purpose. And your silence have warned me for the longest that you no longer want to be my friend. This is not for everyone, okay? Because I have some sweet people that really do care. And to all of you that, admire my talent and like my talent, I want to thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that, guys. It means so much to me, and I'm very appreciative. I want you to know that, okay? A lot of these rebukes are not going towards people that mean me well, because I got a lot of people that I know care and that I know love me. I can feel that. I can't just feel only bad vibes or dark heart people. I can feel others that really care about me, that really love me. And I want to thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. See, I love you. I'm very loving. I'm very kind. People that good and that want to be good and that want to have a good heart. I love you and I care about you. I will never hurt you. Never in my life. I have no reason to try to hurt someone that's innocent. But I cannot, kiss ass. There's people out here. That's the other side. That's the dark side. And I can't keep these people on my friend list because I need to show them I don't kiss ass. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. And kissing ass is keeping you on my friend list, knowing that you don't fucking like me. I can feel your energies. For many, many, many years, I've been having a lot of you guys, some of you guys, that don't care to wish me happy birthday, don't wish me happy New Year's. I don't need to have you. It's time for you to go. There's a lot of you that's still on my friends list that act like you just don't give a fuck. And it's time for me to let you go. I got to do this for myself. You understand what I'm saying? This is not about the decision I made, but, the universe and God had put up in my heart to let a lot of people go. And that's what I did. Last night, I did. I deleted a lot of people. I deleted people that have been friends for years. They used to talk to me. It seemed like they like me. And next thing you know, I feel like I've been betrayed or stabbed in the back. All of a sudden, I started getting put on solid treatment and get left on red. So people that was, your friend at the beginning doesn't mean they want to still be your friend up to this day. They got people that start being your friend and loving you like you, and then all of a sudden they can't stand you and they hate you, they envy you, they jealous you. They be jealous. Why? Because you done made a lot of fucking progress over the past year. Of course, you've grown, and they see that you have grown mentally, physically, they don't understand why you still looking good and they looking all old. The reason why you still looking old because the reason why you now looking old because you have a dark soul. You have a bad, dark heart and dark soul. When you have envy of people or jealous, it's rotten, it's poisoning your own self, and you find yourself looking like Dick Van Dyke up in the face, ladies. Really. You know what I mean? And you be up in age and you have like a million wrinkles up in your face. That's because God don't like ugly. That's because you have chosen to be a hateful person. You have hatred up in your heart. You know what I mean? And, you know, to hurt people. You know, or hurt people's feelings like that. You know, it's karma. That's your karma. You know, it'll come back to you. Okay? So basically, I must translate this to be more specific. You see, I deleted you because you had me feeling that you don't want to be on my friends list anymore. So I was warned by the Spirit of God to start taking a lot of you out of my life. And that's what I did. You have yourself to thank for this, from treating me funny. So I had to obey the powers of God because I don't like your energies. I say this because for so many months and years, you've shown me that you don't have my best interests at heart. Thank you for making me know that you don't like me anymore. And that what had prompted me to dismiss you. So really, you know, you have yourself to blame, you know, I mean, because I can't force you to do what you don't want to do. My gut feel, you know what I mean, the way I feel and my gut feelings are very strong, you know, of the way you feel about me. So I had to let you go, you know, and there's lots of more of you that I'm going to be letting go, you know, and, you know, I don't care, you know, if you're my family, if I feel you treat me funny, I got to let you go. If you're just a friend, I let you go if I feel you treat me funny. You understand? And there's more of you about to get out of my life. You know, if you see my friends list is decreasing. That's because I have been deleting. You know, I deleted a lot of fake friends lately. That's what I've been doing. I can sense a lot of hatred and cruelty, you know, from the people I've deleted. You know, I can feel your negative vibes, you know. Your attitude towards me determines your altitude, you know. So for all those who I deleted, once you notice that I deleted you, take yourself out of my group, unfollow and unlike me, because I don't want you in my life anymore. You're gone, you know? And goodbye. You know, so you know it's very important that you know there's consequences and repercussions for you. You know. Now, you know, I'm going to tell you some signs that, you know, a person don't want to be your friend anymore, you know. And I want you to take notes. It's very important. This information is very important and you really need to know, okay? These are signs someone doesn't want to be your friend anymore, all right? They don't reply to your messages. That means they will leave you on fucking red. That means there's cruelty. It's vindictive and it's rude. That's emotional abuse. That you trying to be nice and reach out to a person, they be ugly with you like that. That can make you become brain damage and break your heart and cause you to have emotional distress. You know, they can mess with your mind. It can hurt you. It can really damage you. But people like that, you don't need them in your life because they are toxic. And toxic people can make you sick. And you don't need people that's going to ruin your day. You got to let them go. If they never change, if they been having, you know what I mean, warnings, and they not taking heed to your warnings, and they still be that way, you got to let them go. Okay? All right, these are the signs. They don't reply to your messages. You probably have sent many texts asking what you know, asking certain questions, you know what I mean, and they just don't reply, you know, to you and stuff like that, you know. So just stop kissing their ass. If you feel like they don't like you, you know, you got to really stop. You know, don't try to force yourself to be up in their life if you know that, you know, they don't want you there. You know, remember, You don't kiss in the ass, you know. So whether it's someone new that you like to start a friendship with, or someone who's been in your circle for a long time, sometimes it's easy to miss the signs that someone doesn't want you to be their friend. Understand what I'm saying? Friendships are such a good thing because they're a whole support system that you would do anything for and who would do anything for you. Friends are also a chance to escape from your reality and have fun once in a while. Understand? But unfortunately, not all friendships last forever. Understand what I'm saying? Okay? Now this is some important information I'm going to give you, so I hope you guys are really enjoying this. Okay? So if you want these mind games to end, here are the signs someone doesn't want you to be on their friend. I don't want to be your friend. Alright? They might not outright say anything, but some of their actions seems to talk for them. You understand? Action speaks louder than words. Always remember that. They don't reply to your messages. Okay, just like, I was telling you, you've been sent many texts asking, what your friend is doing and seeing if they want to hang out, or maybe just sending them a text about something weird that has happened to you earlier, just something to start, a conversation with. But there never is a response, from their end. Or if there isn't much emotion behind, emojis they send, they bring it up with them in person, you understand? And they just brush it off that they were tired and couldn't respond, They cancel plans rapidly. Finally, you and your friends are going to hang out later this week, and you couldn't be more excited. But the day before the big hangout, some of them cancel out, which isn't a surprise. Plans in the past have been rescheduled, but it never leaves that stage, and they always seem to come up with excuses that start to become recycled. You see? You have to reach out first. You see, when things happen in your friend's life, you always show your support and offer a lending shoulder, But when it comes to things in your life where friends are important for support, and they, conveniently are MIA, on you. You see, or maybe when plans aren't going to be canceled, you are the one that's reaching out and making sure, they know the latest information. And when they are in charge, you still are the one reaching out, first to ask about, updates. Their answers are short. Conversation seems not to go on forever when you're with your friend. Whenever you talk, they are sometimes looking off in the distance, and when it's time for them to engage in the conversation, they just respond with 2 words or sentence or a sentence that don't keep the conversation going. You understand? So I hope you guys are really enjoying this. Because it's really important to know. Because we have to really learn how to, know when to quit and know when to stop. It's very important. Because you see, God is good and He's chosen you to be a winner, and it's time to put your head on high, to lift your head up on high. You don't need to be down and upset, and you don't need to kiss behind, and you really don't need people like that in your life if they're going to be doing you good. If they don't do you good, if they do you bad, you got to just let them go, kind of like if someone was upset or they don't want to be bothered, giving the person a reason to stick around longer than they need to, or kind of like making sure you don't want to be bothered starting up a conversation. You understand? They always seem to be busy. You always drop everything for your friend when they need help, and they appreciate it, but they always are tied up when it's your turn. Being busy is part of the human life, and making someone stop what they're doing when it's something that didn't need attention right away is cruel. Yet they never return the favor and come up with excuses that make you think you're not as important to them as they are to you. You put in more effort than they do. Has there been a time where you are the only one bringing the energy and your friend is not reciprocating that energy you're giving off, and totally brings down the mood? You got to get away before the energy drains completely. And getting away is you got to delete them off your friends. If they don't want to show their interest, they want to, act like they don't know you. But then you got to, delete them since they want to act like that. Because they act like they don't know you, and you have to act like you don't know them either. They don't belong up in your life. Because why should the friendship rest only on your shoulders? What they tell you doesn't add up. I hope these examples are helpful. Continuing with canceling plans or their excuses seem a little off. For example, they say they have to spend time with their family, but you see on someone else's Instagram story that they're spending time at the club. You know what I'm saying? Or you can see that they are making Facebook comments a lot on their page. You understand what I'm saying? But you see that they left you on red and they've been weeks went by and they just ignore you. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe they say that they were sick, but then you see them a lot at a local coffee shop with a different group laughing away. At this point, you should call yourself, Sherlock, for putting the pieces together and finding the truth secretly. They don't follow you on social media, meaning that they don't like you. You know what I mean? They don't care to support you. You know what I mean? Social media in all its forms are always going to be brought up in conversations, because it's hard to not talk about the video of the cat meow for its treats or a crazy post made by that one celebrity, or your talent, yet your friends has yet to follow you on any of your accounts. You obviously follow them and you send posts to their DM, and they sometimes reply, yet that notification of a new follower never has username in it. They don't engage in your stories. What's worse, getting one word answers or not getting any talk at all, no matter what the conversation topic is. They never show any sign of listening to your music either. No grunts of agreements, no nodding and no moving of the mouth, especially. Sorry to say, but they won't be listening to anything you say at all. They give advice that seems too specific. The complete opposite of not engaging in conversation. They tend to overstep and make sure that advice is the only thing in your mind when you ask for advice. Or sometimes you didn't ask for advice and they gave it anyway. And when they give the advice, it feels like a parent scolding their child, which you very much are not. They want to show off that they know more than you, but they really don't. Their politeness comes from a distance. After reading all of the signs, you probably are thinking to yourself, but they aren't being rude about it. They are super nice to me all the time. I mean, these are different examples, okay? So we can know there's different ways, you know what I mean? All right. Different strokes for different folks. All right. But think about this. Do they let you talk, or will keep the conversation? But once there is a sign of leaving, they take it. They take it. Or when they make plans, it seems like you're the last to be invited, and when you're hanging out with them, they only come to see you with a fake smile. They aren't as enthusiastic, about the things you have in common, you know what I mean, such as, music or singing or rapping or music. Okay? One thing that gets people to become friends is the things they have in common, because what good way to talk about your many interests than with your friends. It's like, I'll give you an example. When I was like about 11 years old, I was, by my brother, he was like DJ, used to play music and stuff like that. And, he played the music, his music sounded good, but when I started playing music on my keyboard, his face had got angry and mad at me, and he pushed me in my stomach, and he just like, had this rage, and he was shaking like he couldn't stand me because he felt I was better than him or something. You see, he was hurt, he couldn't stand me. That was the first day in my life that I was introduced to the music industry, because people will hurt you just because they feel that you are better than them, or that you will sound better than them. And I was young, very young like that too. You understand what I'm saying? So, however, when you bring up these things, they never are on the same level of excitement as you are. They get angry and mad, you know what I mean? And you know that, they love these things as much as you do, like I say, they only want to talk about themselves, on the different side of the coin. Maybe each conversation is led only by your friend, and they never give you a chance to share your stories, or when you do get a chance to share, they somehow make it about them, and you start to wonder if you even say something. They clearly want all the attention on them. So buckle up, for the back seat. If any of these sound familiar, it's time to leave your friend, because, you have to leave them behind, because, and although it may be hard, and it was very, very hard for me, God knows it was, and you don't want there to be bad blood between you, it's something that needs to be done. You know what I'm talking about? And, you really do need to know there's friends that's very jealous, of you, and I'm gonna give you some secrets, they love giving you backhanded compliments, oh yes, the classic backhanded compliments, they can never just say, you look beautiful, or you sound good, or I love those jeans on you. Instead, the sentence doesn't end there, they'll say, that color looks great on you, but it also makes you look cheap, or you would look great in those jeans if it wasn't for your big ass, see what I mean? Or they don't want to talk about your success, you're on a lucky streak right now, and that's great, of course, you're enjoying your success and want to share it with your friends, but when you share it, your friend doesn't support or congratulate you, instead, they switch the conversation and focus, on something else, so, yeah, it's crazy, it's craziness, you know what I mean, yeah, because one of the, you see, but when you share with your friend, your friend doesn't support or congratulate you, like I was saying. Instead, they will switch the conversation or they will ignore you. You know, and this is really craziness. You know, yeah. You know, behind every jealous person is a boatload of insecurities that have been dealt with. Instead of working on themselves, you know, they gain their self-esteem by pushing, you know, people, you know, around them, you know, or some, you know, they will crack jokes, you know. When it comes to jokes, you know, there is always a bit of truth in them, you know, even when they're funny, you know, but then there are some jokes that aren't funny at all. Instead, they're insulting and degrading. This isn't because your friend is a failed comedian. These jokes are said to purposely bring you down. You know, they boast about their success. They will do everything, you know. It's really sad. They will do everything in your power to hurt you or make it seem as though you don't matter. You know, they don't value you. You need to be around people like that. You know what I mean? That's the sad part about having a jealous friend. That the relationship is completely one-sided. You know, you must give them your all, but you get nothing in return. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like they always want you to praise them or like them, but you know what I mean? They don't want to like nothing on your page. But then if you know, if I start liking on your page, and if you decide to stop liking, well, then I'm gonna decide to stop liking shit on your page too. And I don't care if you are my blood relative. If I feel you treat me fucking funny, I'm gonna back off you the same way you back off of me, man, because you started that shit first. You know, because you know, I'm like, you know, I do unto others as you would have others to do unto me. And I treat people, if you treat me good, you're going to get treated good. You know what I mean? But if you stop treating me good, I got to start treating you good too. Because I got to show you, I'm not going to kiss your fucking ass. If you want to back off, I'm going to back off too. It comes with the territory, you know? You know, but when it comes to your friend on everything, it's unfair to them. Maybe you received the promotion. You know, and instead of being happy for you, your friend is complaining about why they didn't get a promotion, you know, when they worked just as hard as you. You know what I mean? It's craziness, huh? You know, they don't like it when you give them advice, you know. When it comes to advice, it's a tough one. You know what I mean? We can accept advice from people we admire, but, you know, one's jealous of, that's a whole different story. You know? Friends should be there to help you out when you need advice or vice versa. Friends should be there to support you. You know what I mean? Like you got your talent and stuff. You got to show you that they like it. If they show you that they don't like it, it's time to let them go. But you don't need to be around nobody that don't fucking like it. You know? So, you know, but when you try to help your friend, they become angry, you know, and insult you, or hearing, you know, advice from you is the worst thing from them, you know. They never encourage you, you know, or, you know, maybe you're scared to ask for a promotion or try on that dress you've been, you know what I mean, eyeing at Zara, you know. This is where your friend comes to give you the push you need to get going, you know. Crazy, you know what I mean? You know, they've been talking behind your back. You know what I mean? You can even feel these things. You know, jealous friends aren't, you know what I mean, only exhibiting these signs to you, they're also making sure everyone else around you knows your dirty laundry. And jealous friends love to put their friends down behind their back. You know, making everyone else see how much better they are. You see what I mean? Because concerning the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, angels, and God, Jesus, you know what I mean? The powers of clairvoyance, it's a gift that I can tell that, you know, if a person talking behind my back, like I told you on my other one. And everything is drama. You know what I mean? Everything, you know? Everything is drama. When you're around them, you know, the only thing that's that is constant is drama. Chaos is always surrounding them. You know, they want to outdo you on everything, but especially when it comes to interests you already have. You know, if you enjoy running, they'll try to outrun you. If you like to read, well, get ready because they're going to make sure they know all the classics. Before your friends is jealous, you know, they're focused on beating you at your own game. Everything becomes competition. You know? They don't support you. You know, what's the point of having friends if you aren't going to support one another? You know? And that's one of the reasons why I really have to let a lot of them go. You know, this is subtle sign of a jealous friend. You know, if your friend was truly a friend, they would not hesitate to support you and would, you know, expect the same from you. If they're not there for you, they're not a real fucking friend. You know? You know? They're obsessed with status. You know, when it comes to status, they're obsessed with it. You know, they must have the best clothes, hang out at the hottest places, you know, and make sure, you know, they're seen with people of status, you know. But people who seek, that are very jealous and insecure about themselves, you know, this is only going to hurt them in the end, and it's one of the key signs of a jealous friend. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they copy everything you do. Well, it's a little creepy, right? Even though your friend wants to push you down, they also want to mimic you. They're jealous of you, remember, so they will try to steal parts of your identity, parts that they always wanted to have. You know what I'm talking about? So, the point is, it's heavy to be around them, you know? This is another of the strong signs of a jealous friend, you know? How to feel when you're with them, when you hang out with your friend is supposed to be enjoyable, you know? But with these friends, you know, it's not, you know, it sucks, you know? You feel heaviness and pressure when you're together, you know. When you part ways, you feel a lot better. And I feel a whole lot better since I deleted a lot of these motherfuckers, because they fake, you know. And that's telling you something, you know. I feel a whole lot better. I had to let it go, you know. Your friend is sucking the positive vibes right out of you. So it's time to let them go, you know. They're jealous of your other friends, you know. They're jealous because you got some pretty girlfriends on your friends list, so they try to treat you funny. And you'd be surprised the different ways people treat you funny, you know, when you're around your other friends. They become very jealous. They criticize the other people who hang out with you, and they try to make sure, you know, you stay close to them, you know. Thank you very much, folks, and you have a great day.